WRV TV Local 5, your local election headquarters. This is Newsmaker Sunday with your host, Tom Zaleski.
Good morning. Welcome to Newsmaker Sunday. I'm Tom Zaleski. The new year brings a new election season to Northeast Wisconsin. In Green Bay, there are 8 announced candidates for mayor to replace Jim Schmidt, who chose not to run for a 5th term. Today, we talk with Patrick Evans, a Brown County supervisor and local business leader. He's active in Brown County Early Childhood Council. Evans holds a bachelor's degree in business administration from UW Green Bay and a master's degree from Marian University in organizational leadership qualities. And Pat Evans joins us now this morning for Newsmaker Sunday. Pat, I just gave a little synopsis of your background. Tell us a bit more about Pat Evans.
Well, you hit it pretty good on the head. I'm a lifelong Green Bay resident. I went to Southwest. I graduated UWGB, my bachelor's degree, and I also have a Spanish degree as well. I've been on the county board for 16 years and really enjoy that, representing the northwest side of the city of Green Bay. I've taken an active role in our community. You mentioned, the Early Childhood Council. So I've won some great awards. I won the Community Impact Award from the United Way for the child abuse and neglect work that I do for the children of Brown County. I also won the Community Partnership Excellence through Partnership with Children, also for the work that I've done for children who've been abused and neglected. And then I was a 2-time finalist for the Press Gazette Person of the Year for the work I do for adults who have Down syndrome. So I've been blessed, and I think I'm fairly smart, and I have some good connections, and I've got a loud voice, and so I've tried to utilize all of those to speak for people who can't speak for themselves. And in doing that, I've been fortunate to receive some great awards, but in essence, it's really helped children who've been, abused and neglected, and adults who have Down syndrome, because those groups of people just don't get to speak for themselves.
16 years on the Brown County Board.
Yep.
How does that prepare you for the job as mayor of Green Bay?
Well, certainly local politics is where it's at. I understand budgeting, finance. I understand all the needs of my constituents. I'm out talking to people all the time. I see them at church, I see them at the organizations I'm involved with. Of the 8 candidates, I am the only candidate that can say I supported a budget, I voted for a budget that froze taxes, kept all the services in place, didn't add any additional bonding, reduced our debt, and fixed roads. I'm the only candidate that can say that, and I think that's important. I think people really need to know that.
You have on your website the Evans Plan.
Correct.
Improving the condition of a Green Bay's city streets, one of your top priorities. How do you propose to do that? That's been something in this town.
Yeah, it's interesting. 10 years ago, or over 10 years ago, the city of Green Bay used to do 3% of the roads each year. And then 10 years ago, they stopped and went down to about 1 to 2%, depending on the year. So I want to get back to that 3% number. And with that, initially, we'd use the wheel tax that's in place, and that's understandable. But we have to get to the point where the money comes out of a budget. So in municipalities around Green Bay, people don't have these special assessments. So when the street is being done, they have to pay extra in Green Bay. In other municipalities, they don't have to do that. And we need to get back to that, because what happens is, because of the special assessment, the homeowners say no. Certainly the people who own the apartments say no, we don't want to do it. So then, of course, even though a street is being ready to be resurfaced, people are saying no because they don't want that special assessment. So we need to really get rid of that special assessment for good and have those dollars come out of the budget.
We continue with Pat Evans right after this, so please stay with us.
Don't look